What is up guys, Reggie here, back again with another video, and thanks for tuning into the channel. Today I'm going to give my full review of the Elephone P8, but first, let me give a big shout out to Jay Will for choosing me for the Share the Love project. I really appreciate it. As a disclaimer, the P8 didn't have all the bands I needed for T-Mobile, but I was able to connect it to a hotspot and use it as my everyday device. I used it as my daily driver for 7 days and it worked out really well. So before you make your purchase, make sure you research your bands that you need for your particular carrier. With that out of the way, let's get into my full review. So the build quality is fantastic, really. It's a sleek, sexy body. I have the black color, and the curved back gives a great in-hand feel. This is an ode to 2016 devices with bezels with 16:9 aspect ratio. The front fingerprint sensor and the home button, it's cool, but it has kind of a clunky feeling. It's a really similar design to the build of the OnePlus 3T. So really good build quality, great in-hand feel. I can't knock it. So the P8 has like a slew of features and options that make it kind of surprising for a device at this price point. The presence of a do not disturb toggle is a welcome feature, and I really wish that other flagship devices would have this on their phones. There are a couple 3-finger gestures, once to take a screenshot and once to get into the camera, which is a nice addition. Note that you can double press the power button to get into the camera app. Navigation is customizable with on-screen buttons or using the home button. A light touch goes back. Double light touch takes us back home. Single press brings us home. Long press goes to recent apps, and the coolest thing is you can customize what double press does. I have it set to bring down the notification shade. So there's 64 gigabytes of on-storage memory, and you have dual SIM capabilities. The cool thing is you can expand the storage with a micro SD card. The only thing is that there's a single bottom firing speaker that gets a little tinny and lacks bass, so you can give it a listen. Android Oreo. Go ahead and check out the Android Oreo beta for the Ascender phone. It's pretty good. So is this the mid-range phone to beat? I would say with the premium build. So onto the screen. The screen is a 5.5-inch LCD 1080p display. It's a really good display. It has a 16:9 aspect ratio. It gets really bright. There's a lot of viewing angles. Everything's very punchy. The colors look good. Overall, I'm really happy with the screen. I think it's done really well. So onto the favorite part is the cameras. The cameras are decent with an f2.2 aperture. It comes with phase detection autofocus. The rear camera is 21 megapixels and the front camera comes with a 16 megapixel. In good lighting conditions, the pictures are really crisp and sharp. The dynamic range isn't that great as the highlights are kind of frequently blown out. So you can use an HDR mode. Be prepared to hold still for a few seconds while the camera does its thing, compiling bracketed pictures at different exposures. And although it takes a while, you'll be rewarded with some really great pictures. You can see this one compared to the Pixel 2 is actually really good. So low light is decent, but I think the noise reduction really makes pictures a little bit soft. There's a semblance of manual mode with the control of ISO and exposure compensation. Not really like a full manual mode though. You have the ability to shoot RAW files and edit in post, which is nice. The front-facing camera is very detailed in good lighting conditions. The video quality is decent, but even with EIS, the stability is kind of off. So performance is decent. With the Hilo P25, if you have medium to light usage, it's going to be really smooth. You will definitely need to wait a little longer to open apps, but for the most part, there aren't many issues. If you have a lot of notifications built up, it takes a little bit for the device to catch up and come to speed. Games play decently well, but to be honest, I don't really play any heavy lifting games, but the ones that I did play, it was very smooth. So the software experience isn't too bad. For the most part, it's stock and it comes with Android 7.0 Nougat. It has a few changes to the skin with the navigation buttons and 3-finger gestures. And you also get an app drawer to swipe left or go right to go through your apps. So I didn't really have that much of a trouble with the software and the skin, so not really that bad. Battery performance is really good. With light to moderate usage, you're going to be able to last all day, no problem. It has a 3600 milliamp hour battery, which is really good, especially with that processor. You're gonna be able to last the entire day. I was able to stream a lot of YouTube and listen to some music streams and listen to news during work, and I was able to pull out 6 hours of screen on time with this bad boy, so battery performance is pretty good. So one of the best things about this device is the price. And I'm gonna have to say, for 240 bucks, if this thing has all the bands that you need for your carrier, I would not see any reason not to pick this up. I mean, it has a decent performing camera. Weighing in at 240 bucks, this is a budget beast. So my final thoughts on the device is that it's a really good bargain for 240 bucks and you get a lot of bang for your buck. It's a really good all-around device. So I think the P8 is a really good balance of performance, hardware, which is really good, camera, battery, and the price. I think it really strikes a good balance between all those things. Really, if you get the P8, you're not really sacrificing too much. It's kind of a jack of all trades. It's got a decent camera, it's got really good, actually really good build quality. The performance isn't like super slow and it's not super fast. I think it's in that sweet spot. Battery performs really good. So I think really it's a jack of all trades and it's a really good balance, especially with the price. Alright guys, that's it for me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. My name is Reggie and I'm signing out. Thanks for tuning to the channel and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.